In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you why most e-commerce brands are actually not profitable and how you can make sure that that doesn't happen to you. And not only that it doesn't happen to you, but exactly how to squeeze every last drop out of the website traffic that you're generating. So, for most e-commerce brands, their journey begins something like this. They pay for an ad, someone views the ad, they visit the site, 1 to 5% of the people will end up purchasing. Average conversion rates 1 to 5%. That means that 95 to 99% are not purchasing. That's bad. Why is that bad? Because if you want them to come back to the site, then you have to pay for another ad. And then they view the ad, and then they visit the site, and probably don't purchase again. And you have to do this over and over and over until they finally purchase. So ends up looking something like this. Money, paid ads, website traffic, sales, over and over and over. That is essentially this here. But what people don't realize is the website traffic clicks from the ad, visits the site, browses around a little bit, but then leaves. Never to be seen again. Why do they leave? They don't trust you, they don't know you, they have tons of options, and they're skeptical of scams because of the decrease in the barrier to entry to e-com through drop shipping and stuff like that. There's an increase in drop shipping, meaning increase in scams, and people are way more skeptical now than they ever have been. And so why this sucks for you is because now you need 7 to 8 touch points to even have a chance at a conversion. So to fix this, we need to have a good understanding of the customer journey. So the awareness stage is when they first come across your brand, first come across your product. They're aware that you exist and that you could potentially be a solution to the problem that they have. And then they see you a couple times, they read about the product, they see that other people are having success that are similar to them and similar to their situation. So now they're considering, now they're like, maybe there's something to this. Maybe this is the solution to my problem. Maybe this will solve the pain that I'm experiencing. And if you do that well enough, they will purchase. And once they purchase, you want to then retain them for repeat purchases, and you want them to tell all their friends and family about you so that you can get referrals and really positive word of mouth. It also helps the brand's reputation a ton. And so how can we go from something that looks like this, not profitable, to something that is profitable and looks something like this? So at the top here, you do still have to pay for ads because you need the website traffic. But now when they visit the site, you're going to get 10-ish%, 8 to 15% of the site visitors to then subscribe to email. Once they subscribe to email, they're going to go through the welcome flow, which takes them through the awareness and the consideration stage. Once you have adequately got them through the awareness and consideration stage, the next stage is the purchase, right? And so that if they didn't purchase from that, then they're still stuck in either awareness or consideration. This happens. You only get probably 10 to 20% of the welcome flow to actually convert. And so for the 80% that didn't convert, you're going to put them into campaigns. These campaigns will get sent out. It covers all stages with segmentation. You're able to segment based on the data that you have about the customer. And if they haven't purchased yet, they're in awareness or they're in consideration. And so you're able to target them with awareness and consideration focus campaigns. Once you get them through those 2 stages, they'll purchase. And once they purchase, you're going to get them to go through the post-purchase flows, which are focused on retention and advocacy. And they will either go back and purchase. I don't have an arrow here, but just imagine an arrow here where they go back and purchase again, or they're not going to purchase again right now. And so if they don't purchase off these post-purchase flows, then they're going to go and receive campaigns. Since you have the data about them that they've purchased before, what they've purchased before, those types of things, you're able to segment that and focus their campaigns more on retention and advocacy. Shocker. And that will end up driving more purchases. And so that those two flows, or sorry, I shouldn't use flows because that's these two workflows go in a cycle towards either converting off of the automation, and if they don't convert off the automation, then they go into the campaigns where you're able to personalize what you're sending them based on all the data that you have about them. And so, okay, but what are these over here? You know how I said that we're going to make sure that we squeeze every drop out of the website traffic that we do have? This is how we're doing it. Not only do we have these where your pre-purchase funneling towards a purchase and post-purchase funneling towards a repeat purchase, you also have these, which you can see here that between these steps, I don't have them here because they're not using any of the information, but if you visit the site, you then have to view a product, add it to cart, add it to checkout, and then purchase. So for the people that visit the site, some are going to view the product. If they don't add it to cart, they're going to get the browse abandonment flow, which is going to funnel them towards a purchase. If they view the product, add it to their cart, and don't check out, they're going to get hit with the cart abandonment flow, which is going to drive them towards a purchase. If they view the product, add it to cart, go to checkout, and don't purchase, they're going to get hit with the checkout abandonment flow. You see how this goes. And so essentially what we're doing here is if there's a funnel, like a little funnel, you know, each stage people are going to be dropping off. And the way to make the traffic that is coming in from the top of the funnel most profitable is to grab all the people that fell out of the funnel and try to get them back in, and not back in at the top, but back in where they dropped off. And so it's totally normal for, if you view a product, get the browse abandonment flow, you might not get the purchase right away. It actually might just get them back onto the site where they view the product and add it to cart. But then that's why you have the cart abandonment flow. So all of these eventually will drive purchases, but maybe not in this direct line. There might be some zigzagging around in this section. But as you can see, you're way more profitable and you're squeezing more out of the website traffic that you're already paying for. Because usually you would have, you know, only 1, 2, 3% go from viewing the ad to visiting the site to purchasing. And with all of this, you're able to increase the amount of conversions by 10, 20x. Like, think about what that does for your revenue and, more importantly, your profit, because it's off of the same website traffic. So this is by no means a comprehensive view of what an email system would look like. It's way more in depth than this, but this gives you a good overview of kind of how the logic behind email and why email ends up being the most profitable marketing channel for most e-commerce brands. This is why, is because you're operating off the same traffic, but you're getting way more conversions. So really hope this helped, and hopefully you learned something from it. Until next time, out of here.